Hey folks, Jeff here with a detailed educational breakdown of XRP developments. Today is November 11th, 2025, and XRP is trading at $2.40. Recent filings indicate Canary Funds has submitted Form 8A for a spot XRP exchange-traded fund, marking the final administrative step prior to Nasdaq certification. This product, if certified, would provide direct exposure to XRP holdings under the Securities Act of 1933. The purpose of this video is to explore the underlying dynamics of XRP's ecosystem, including on-chain activity, infrastructure expansions, and market indicators, using publicly available data and community observations. We will examine these elements step by step to understand current positioning and potential trajectories. This content is for informational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always perform independent research and seek guidance from licensed professionals before making any investment decisions. To begin, let's review the foundational role of XRP within the XRP ledger. The ledger is a distributed system optimized for rapid transaction settlement, particularly in cross-border contexts. Since its launch in 2012, it has facilitated over 1.5 billion transactions, maintaining average settlement times under 4 seconds and costs below 1 cent per transfer. This efficiency stems from its consensus protocol, which differs from proof-of-work or proof-of-stake mechanisms used elsewhere. The network supports a variety of use cases, including value transfer, liquidity provision, and increasingly decentralized finance applications. A key recent development is the expansion of on-demand liquidity services. Ripple, the primary contributor to the ledger's development, has announced additional corridors in the Asia-Pacific region in partnership with SBI Holdings. These corridors enable real-time conversions between fiat currencies and XRP, reducing intermediary steps in remittance flows. According to Ripple's third-quarter transparency report, daily transaction volume reached 2.8 million, representing a 15% increase quarter-over-quarter. Escrow mechanisms released $1.2 billion in XRP during the period, with 80% subsequently relocked to maintain supply predictability. Turning to market structure, exchange-traded funds represent a significant access point for traditional investors. The Form 8A filing by Canary Funds registers securities for potential listing. Journalist Eleanor Terrett shared details on X. New, at Canary Funds, has filed its Form 8A. This is the final step before it goes effective at 5:30 p.m. ET Wednesday, once the Nasdaq certifies the listing. When that happens, the last hurdle is cleared, and the first XRP spot, ETF, will be set to launch Thursday at market open. This update received substantial engagement, with thousands of interactions, indicating broad awareness within the community. On-chain analytics provide further context. Data from Santiment shows that addresses holding more than 1 million XRP now control approximately 48% of the circulating supply, an increase of 3 percentage points over the past month. This concentration reflects ongoing accumulation patterns. Additionally, the XRP ledger's automated market maker functionality has expanded to over 500 liquidity pools, with total value locked rising 40% to $1.5 billion. These pools facilitate token swaps and yield generation directly on the ledger. Technical analysis of price charts reveals XRP maintaining support near its 200-day exponential moving average at $2.35. The relative strength index currently reads 58, suggesting neutral to mildly bullish momentum without overextension. The moving average convergence-divergence indicator displays a bullish crossover on daily timeframes. A sustained move above $2.50 could open pathways toward prior resistance levels near $2.80 in the near term. Community discussions on X offered diverse perspectives. Software developer Vincent Van Code commented on the ETF filing, "Finally, a moonish news item. Will be interesting to see what happens. Maybe a small pump. I expect demand will be substantially driven up when more ETFs are brought online and fund sizes get into the billions." This view aligns with historical patterns observed in other asset classes following product launches. Phil Kwok from EZA Labs highlighted upcoming enhancements. "We're bringing so much utility to XRP, utility you never even knew was possible. Can't wait to share more soon." EZA focuses on building decentralized applications, including lending protocols that allow XRP to serve as collateral for stable returns. Such integrations expand the ledger's functionality beyond basic transfers. To model potential outcomes, consider inflow estimates. Industry reports suggest initial assets under management for similar products could approach $500 million within the first week of trading. Applying absorption rates from comparable launches, this could influence price discovery through arbitrage mechanisms. Longer-term projections depend on transaction velocity. If daily volumes sustain above 3 million, deflationary effects from transaction fee burns may compound supply dynamics. Regulatory clarity continues to evolve. The 2023 court decision established that XRP sales on secondary markets do not constitute investment contracts. Recent legislative drafts in the U.S. Senate aim to provide additional frameworks for digital assets, potentially reducing classification uncertainties for payment-focused tokens. Addressing frequent questions, the XRP ledger operates with a unique node list of over 35 independent validators spanning multiple continents, ensuring decentralization in consensus. Utility is evidenced by live implementations in remittance corridors processing hundreds of millions in annual volume. Whale transaction data indicates net inflows of approximately 2.5 million XRP per week into large holders. The gap between institutional interest and retail participation manifests in varied sentiment. Some community members express frustration with historical price performance, noting positions acquired near 2018 highs remain below break-even. Others highlight competitive advantages in settlement speed compared to alternatives. These discussions underscore the importance of evaluating multiple time horizons. Expanding on infrastructure, the ledger's sidechain initiatives enable interoperability with other networks, allowing assets to move seamlessly while retaining XRP as a bridge currency. Recent upgrades to the core protocol have increased throughput capacity to support higher volumes without congestion. Historical context provides perspective. During the 2021 market cycle, XRP reached $1.96 amid elevated transaction counts of 1.2 million daily. Current metrics exceed those levels, suggesting improved network health. Comparative analysis with payment networks processing trillions annually illustrates the addressable market for efficient alternatives. Risk considerations include market volatility, regulatory changes, and adoption rates. Price movements remain influenced by broader cryptocurrency trends, macroeconomic factors, and liquidity conditions. In summary, key elements include ETF administrative progress, corridor expansions, on-chain growth metrics, technical support levels, community insights, and regulatory developments. XRP at $2.40 reflects a consolidation phase amid multiple catalysts. The ecosystem demonstrates sustained activity and infrastructure maturation. This analysis compiles publicly available information for educational purposes. If you found the breakdown useful, consider liking the video, leaving a comment with your observations on XRP infrastructure, subscribing for future updates, and sharing with others interested in distributed ledger technology. Stay informed and continue learning.